We're kind of at that point where you can start seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Yesterday, I think it was good for them to get off the field for a day. Although mentally, we're still very much dialed in. Probably on the field for about 40 minutes, but it was just a walkthrough, kind of a meeting on the field. I think that was good for them. Had good spirit today. Really covered a lot of situations today. You got just kind of a lot of things, checklist things that you got to make sure you get through and teach and cover. And, worked a lot of special teams. Worked some milk the clock situations and some things both offensively and defensively. Just managing that operation. Same thing with backed up tight punt coming off the goal line and working not just the punt team but the punt return team and the mentality and just understanding the situation. So got a lot of good work done, and then I'm excited for our guys to go get a chance to spend the day together. We actually went to a movie last night. It was great. When we got a special viewing of the movie when the game stands tall about the De La Salle high school team out in California. Boy, what a great movie that was. Great message, and really kind of perfect timing for our team to see that. It was really, really good. So we'll have a little team bonding this afternoon, and then finish up with a really good scrimmage tomorrow. So we're at that point where we're getting close to really getting settled in personnel-wise. We've obviously been spending all the camp on Clemson, really working against ourselves, but we'll start kind of transitioning a little bit first of the week, probably certainly by Tuesday, and really starting to work on Georgia.
When do you hope to have a firm front five on the offense?
We'll get dialed in on that next week. Probably once we get school started on Wednesday, and we'll have we won't have practice on Wednesday. That'll be a big personnel day for us. But Tuesday, like I said, we'll start really getting all focused on Georgia. But when they come back out on Thursday, we'll have a five that we're going to start out with, and we'll have our rotation set. We'll be ready to go.
Is the biggest question right guard, center? It seems like you got some pretty good candidates at those other positions. Is right guard the biggest one still?
It depends. Depends on what we do with Kalen, to be honest with you. That's really the biggest thing. It's probably more left guard, to be honest with you, which way we're going to go. I think Kalen is played both, and we can put him in either spot, but he's played mostly right guard. So, it depends on what we do with him. And but like I said, feel really good about Joe Gore and what he's done in camp, and so and then same thing with Battle. Those are two guys that have really proven that we can win with them in camp. And so it's more just kind of figuring out what we want to do, who we want to be. There's going to be, we know Kalen's going to be in there. I know Ryan Norton's going to be in there. But who's going to get that nod for the next spot? That's kind of what the competition is.
When you go to Georgia and the offense comes out the first time, should there be anything read into who the first running back on the field is, or will it be just kind of what you hope to do out of the chute?
No, they're going. I mean, it's a big deal. Whoever runs out there first. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, that's definitely means something. But we'll play at least four backs in that game. If they're all healthy between now and then, we'll play at least four guys. So we're going to need them all.
If Sharon comes out this Monday, you said maybe you can get him back to full speed. How big of a week is this going to be for him to get the chance to play?
Yeah, well, he actually worked today. He worked a little bit yesterday as far as getting back into the rotation and going through all the walkthrough stuff and taking all the mental reps there. He did that yesterday and then was back at it today. Doing all of our individual and the stuff that he could do. We don't want him to scrimmage tomorrow, although he could, but we don't want him to scrimmage tomorrow. We're going to kind of get that behind us. We're pretty confident in Sharon Peak and who he is, not really trying to figure that one out. So we're going to get through that and then let him have a fresh start on Monday. And we've got 2 weeks to get ready. It's not like he's been out. I mean, he's been wide open all summer and really had a great summer. Until the day before we reported, he's out here just running some routes, extra routes, and just kind of came down on it funny and had to fix his meniscus. But he's responded well, looks good, and anxious to get him back going on Monday.
How about B.J. Goodson?